Ooh, it's so choppy. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Long time no see. Welcome to this random live stream. I did take a break from readings for a few days. I have been working on the new channel, which is dedicated to the sign of Ophiuchus, Tarot Echoes, Voice of Ophiuchus. I have been dedicating some time to that, started building that, which is excellent and lovely and fun. But then I also had to take a few personal days away from readings altogether to handle some emotions. But we're back, here we are. And I'm still working on Tarot Echoes. So if you are an Ophiuchian, and if you're new to me, you're new to my channel. Hi, my name is Eric. Hey, Yanni. My name is Eric, it's nice to see you. I do have a channel dedicated to the sign of Ophiuchus. So if you're new to me and you don't know that, check it out. The link to that is in the description box below. If you don't know if you're an Ophiuchian or not, hit me up. My email is in the description box below and I can tell you how you can find out. And yeah, but so today I felt inspired to do a live stream here for the Divine Conversations Collective, because this is where it all started. So I am making moves and, you know, doing new things, following new ventures in life, both in the spiritual community, the tarot community and astrology community, and in the 3D community, we'll say. Hello, Charlotte. It is so good to see you. Hi, Jason. Welcome in. And Anastasia. Yes, Jason and Anastasia. Hello, both of you. It's wonderful to see you both. But I am still wanting to keep up here with Divine Conversations. I'm not going to be posting as much, you know, because I'm spread between many different things, but I am definitely going to stay. Yes, divine timing, Charlotte. Absolutely. I'm definitely going to stay connected here. This may turn into more of the astrology channel. We'll see. Anyway, I'm looking a little scruffy right now. I gotta shave. But here we are. We're doing this live stream. I am inside and I do have my door closed because we're in the rainy season right now. So naturally it's been raining a lot, and that means that the mosquitoes are out and about, y'all, and I really am not trying to fuck with that right now. Just not trying to do it. So we are inside. So I apologize if it is a little echoey, and also there is a fan going in the background. I don't want to play any music right now. I just want to, I'm liking the silence. I'm liking the sounds of nature. So hello, Akira. Welcome in. Hello, you woman, you. I'm going to give it a few more minutes to allow the collective who was able to and has received the notifications. We know how YouTube is with the notifications, right? So I'm going to give it a few more moments. And I'm just going to talk and I'm just going to channel. We are going to get into cards. Excuse me. We are going to get into cards. I did want to come into... Hello, Jeannie. I did want to come into this session with a little bit of a title, a little bit of a channeled message. And eventually I got one. And if you're tuning in now, at least during the live stream, then you can see what that message is. I don't know how that's going to develop or how that's going to change after the stream is or after the session is completed. But as it stands right now, the first thing that I was hearing for the collective is that something is coming. Now, of course, that was the first thing I heard. And I was like, yeah, spirit. Okay, that's real generic. Like, you're going to have to give me a little bit more than that. And so I was just sitting with it for a little bit. And it wasn't until right before I was about to sit down that more of it started to flesh out. So something is coming. There is some sort of massive potential within whatever is coming. And I feel like that potential is directly related to how much work you've been doing on yourself and how much you've been sacrificing, how many sacrifices you have made in order to reach the state that you're in now. Hello, Rosalie. And so, it's not really how much it is you're sacrificing, it's what you're sacrificing and why. Hi, Bree. So that is directly related to the potential that is involved in whatever is coming in for you at this time, okay? And as this is coming in for you, one of the really big, strong messages here for the collective is you really need to focus on the light that is involved with this situation. Now, that's a little bit of a loaded statement, you guys, because focusing on the light the light aspects of a situation, a certain given situation or circumstance, does not mean that the reality of the situation is going to always be all happy and joyful and high vibey, woo, blissfully and all that kind of stuff. No. Sometimes focusing on the light aspects of the situation is going to cause anger, is going to cause aggression, is going to cause destruction. Why? Because bringing light into whatever aspect of this situation that you are focusing on, if it is dark, if it is really negative, that light is going to come in and shine light on it, and man, it's going to expose some shit. And maybe sometimes people are going to get angry. Okay? Now, in doing this, in shining and focusing on the light aspect of the given situation, 555 on the counter, you are also needing to anchor yourself in the light. Because anchoring yourself in the light is going to allow you the space, the time, and the energy to process the emotions that you are feeling. Hello, Sarabjit and Liz. Hello, guys. Welcome into the session. Okay, is this making sense? So focus on the light. Focus on the light of the situation, no matter what that means for you, no matter what it's exposing, no matter how things I'm hearing maybe getting darker or more catastrophic or maybe even chaotic with the light being shown in this space, or you focusing on the light aspect of the situation. Because also, think of it this way. This is another aspect too. With you focusing on, you've been in a dark space lately. Yes. See, especially since that's the case. Now, here's the other thing that's going to make that focusing on the light in any given situation could potentially make things a little volatile. Because if you have dark entities that are around you that are feeding off of this darkness that you are expressing, or at least experiencing at this time, this darkness, this lower vibe energy, this maybe even depression that is flowing through you, sadness, maybe even anger, when you focus on the light, you allow more light to enter into your energy, enter into your space, enter into your body. The more light that enters into your body, that fills your body, the less these dark entities can hold attachments onto you. So it's going to get catastrophic with those attachments being severed, first of all. And then it's also going to get chaotic because those entities are going to react or are going to respond and try to reconnect, and are going to get mean and vicious and angry, or are going to use any type of tactic they can pull out of anyone's ass, let alone their own. Okay? To get you back, to get this attachment back, to get their food source back, their source of sustenance back. Right? Because keep in mind, beings that are oriented or rooted in darkness are not self-sustained. They are sustained by feeding off of the energy of others. Whereas beings that are anchored in, grounded in the light are in fact self-sustained, because that is the nature of the light, which is where love is. That is the nature of love. Love sustains all effortlessly. I'm hearing that's what it's meant to do in certain cases, in certain aspects, and the way that you look at it. Okay? It's not all that it's meant to do. Excuse me, it's not all that it's meant to do, but it's definitely a part of the aspect. All right. So with all that said, we're going to look into that. But also I want to mention that this session is meant to be a general reading, and then we're going to look at love too, okay? Okay, so Yanni, I understand exactly what you're talking about. It's been happening for me too. For me, it's been mostly anger. Okay. Now, in this stage in my life, and I don't know, you guys have heard me say this before, but like over this last few months, I really feel like, from my point of view, from my perspective, I feel like the universe backed me into a corner. And in doing so, I responded through anger. And not necessarily violence. I will say in moments I was threatening violence, and even my energy, my anger, my aggressive stance would threaten violence naturally. But that was a defense mechanism. Luckily, I had enough presence of mind to not put myself into a position where I'm now actually in a physical altercation with someone. Okay, that's great. But in these last few months, I have been giving myself the permission to stop fighting this anger and to actually process it. And what do I mean by process it? Funny that this card came out. As I was trying to pull for decks, I picked this deck up to move it, and this card came out, and it's the Mirror. It allowed me to see it, a 10-10 on the counter. It allowed me to process it by focusing on it and feeling through it. And that, when I got to that frame of mind, I started applying that to all of the emotions that were flowing all the time, that's when I really started to understand them differently. That's when I really started to understand myself differently, specifically this angry aspect of myself. Now, granted, in my natal chart, I am ruled by Mars and the sun. Okay? So there's that. I am easily prone to anger or aggression, especially since my sun, my natal sun sign is in fact Aries, okay? And I identify with that fully. And in this process that I've been going through with Uranus transiting over my natal sun in Aries, I have been able to go through these seriously radical situations that have helped me to change my perspective on that Aries aspect of myself. 1111 on the counter, 11 likes in the chat, 23 people. But then at the same time, I am understanding how I've progressed. But I'm saying all this to say, focusing on the feelings, allowing yourself to feel them genuinely. I mean, like, genuinely feel them, okay? Not feel them in the sense that you're like now judging yourself for it. No, I mean like zero judgment, okay? Now this is tricky, but zero judgment in the fact that you have to remember your thoughts and your feelings are not you. They are temporary phases, temporary waves of energy that are moving through you that come and go. So all you really need to do is sit back and feel it and observe it and be like, okay, what does that make me feel? What does that make me think? Well, how do I feel about that? Well, what do I do about that? Okay. And then it passes and you're on to the next. No judgment. 1212 on the counter. No judgment. Just feel it. Understand it for yourself and move on. It's not you. Even if these are really terrible thoughts, you have to understand it's not you. It's a product of the circumstances that are affecting your emotional makeup at that time. And it is very personal in terms of how it's going to make you feel. Every individual is different, is wired differently. But the fact of the matter is we all have emotions, and we have these emotions for a reason, to experience them. Not to shun from them, not to hide them away, not to ridicule ourselves for them, not to judge ourselves for them. No, to experience them, to allow us to grow in character as a soul. Because if we feel something directly, we learn from it directly. It affects us. It changes us. But you see, how it changes you is directly on you. You can allow it to make you sour, or you can allow it to make you sweeter. What was that? But like, Yanni, I hope that like helped in some way, because you inspired that train of thought. So I hope that helped. All right, we're gonna get into cards though, but yeah, the mirror. Allow yourself to mirror. Allow yourself to look in the mirror. You guys, I know it's painful. I know it's fucking painful. And maybe this is a kind of a masochist thing. Do you think we're masochists in coming to Earth? Because like, I'm looking at pain in such a different way now. Like, I know I've been saying this, and like, I'm not trying to attract more pain, but it's a genuine thing. Pain to me is almost becoming a friend, because it teaches me so much. And on top of that, it makes me so much fucking stronger. Emily June, thank you so much for that donation. Hi, Julie. Oh, hey, New York in the house. What's up, y'all? Oh, I miss New York. But it's making me so much stronger. When I allow myself to feel to feel it and just push through it, do you know how much stronger that makes you? There is a huge therapeutic release in allowing the pain, because it is good. You know, it's gonna hurt anyway because it's pain. But you know when it's gonna hurt more? When you resist it. when you try to change it, when you try to stop it, when you try to manipulate it, especially if it's pain because of something that is being denied its truth. So now that it hurts, now you try to manipulate it even more. Of course it's going to hurt even more. It was hurting because you were manipulating it to begin with. Does that make sense? You got to learn, you got to lean into it. Yeah. Wow, you guys, we haven't even gotten into the cards yet. My hair is like, it's got this little, would you call this a cowlick? No, it's just, it doesn't want to stick anymore. Oh well. Let's get into some cards. And let's look at this opportunity that's coming in. Great potential, but like focusing on the light of the situation. Now understand, guys, that if you're being asked to focus on the light of the situation and it's kind of making you angry, or it's kind of making you upset, or it's triggering you somehow, you definitely need to be focusing there, because that is an aspect that could be potentially blocking this potential, this powerful new source of energy that's coming in. I'm hearing source of fulfillment. One more shuffle. What messages do you have for the collective here in terms of focusing on the light in their given situation, please, Spirit? First card you have is Jaguar. Ooh, yo. I have always said, if I could, my spirit animal is a jaguar. If I could be any animal on the face of the planet, it would be a jaguar. I love, like, the energy. Now, specifically for me, a jaguar symbolizes strong magical energy, okay? I mean, it's a black cat, first of all, but like a big, powerful, massive, independent black cat. I'm hearing the magicians of the world. But Jaguar also here for you guys for the collective is representing strength, endurance, perseverance, and cunning. Being able to hide in the shadows, because this Jaguar can hide anywhere that is dark, okay? I mean, this is the master of secrecy, of, you could say, deception. I am seeing the magician in this Jaguar. If we're relating it to the tarot, I am seeing the energy of the magician here. I am seeing the energy of just waiting off in the shadows and allowing your manifestations to grow, but watching intently. I mean, if anything threatens to the safety of this manifestation, whatever it is you are growing, oh honey, you are ready to pounce. And I'm hearing have been ready, okay? Focus on the light here. The next card you have, next two cards you have. Wow. Okay, you have the lower world, card number 31. This card came out in another reading I did for the collective, I believe. The last time I did a collective reading with this deck, I think it was actually on Patreon. I don't remember, but I remember this card came out. But you have this with the heart of the sky. Okay, so this is a balance. I'm hearing as above, so below. And then here you are standing in this Jaguar energy. Yeah, the magician. This is a balance between the lower worlds and the higher worlds, higher realms, the lower realms and the higher realms, I want to say. The heart of the sky is speaking to the heart of spirit, the heart of universe, maybe even God, source, creator. It's speaking to the greater plan of the universe, being connected to the greater plan of the cosmos, I just heard. And you in this lower world, or us in this lower world, we'll say you in this lower world, and by lower world I don't mean lesser world or dark world, I mean like literally physical world, okay? Being in the physical world here are the bridge, as this Jaguar energy, this magician energy I'm seeing. You are the bridge between the heart of the sky, what it is truly desired by the universe, the greater plan of the cosmos, and grounding that on the earth, bringing that to the earth, bringing that to physical reality. Okay, and each and every one of you are doing that in your specific way in your lifetime. Remember, this is a collective and general reading. I mean, reading for a lot of people here, but each and every one of you that are resonating with this reading are connecting to this heart of the sky energy in your own individual way and standing here as the jaguar, the magician, in your own individual way. Okay. What's next? Focus on the light of the situation. Focus on the light of the situation. Take all these then. Okay. Wow. See, look at that. Overall energy here, confirmation right there is card number 18, the Earth Keeper. Quite literally. The Earth Keeper. Okay. From there, you have card number 19, Fire. With card number 54, the Sweat Lodge, interestingly enough. And then you have card number 37, which boils down to an 11, the Moon. And you know what's interesting? So what this is, this might be a little bit far out there, maybe pretty woo-woo for some here, which is interesting. But right now, the end of this card, the Moon here, is bringing me to some content by, God, I cannot remember her name now. I haven't, this is how long it's been since I've watched her, to be honest. I used to watch her all the time, and now I can't remember her name to save my life. Hold on, I am going to look because it's going to drive me up a friggin' wall. Hold on a second. Hold on, wait. I have to remember her name because I also want to direct you to her content. But she speaks of a lot of occult things, a lot of magical stuff, a lot of the deep, deep, deep occult. I mean, she does a lot of research into deep occult topics and then brings that research to the public. She does it in kind of a layman's terms ways. She can be kind of, Gigi Young, that's her name. She can be kind of hard to follow sometimes. Even I find her hard to follow every once in a while. But anyway, she speaks of the moon as a bridge to the 8th sphere, which is basically a sphere connected to the earth that holds all the negativity and all the karma. And that's directly connected to the moon. Okay. If you've followed Gigi Young for any amount of time over the last 2 years, you've probably heard her talk about that. You're probably familiar with this. I say all that to say, with fire and the sweat lodge here, and then also the moon being a water aspect, when you combine, what do you get? How do you create a sweat lodge? You take a heat source, fire, and you combine it with water, the moon, to create steam. The sweat lodge. So the steam, the sweat lodge is what? The sweat lodge is a healing space. The sweat lodge is where you go to sweat out all the toxins in your body. And then if you're like, say, I think is it a Swedish tradition or is it German? You go to, I think it's Swedish. You go to a sweat lodge and then you jump in like the water and then you go back in or something like you do that, like that's your cycle, and it's healing. Well, what is this then? This is a purge. And you, as the earth keeper, this bridge between the heart of the sky, the will of the universe, and the lower world, standing here as the jaguar, the magical magician, earth energy, the guardian, the keeper, are bringing the fire and the sweat lodge to the moon to sweat out all the shit, to heal all the karma, to break the generational curses. I actually just did a collective reading for Patreon. If you're not on Patreon yet, I highly recommend you do so. Okay, I just did a collective reading over for Patreon, and it was all about how we're breaking generational curses right now. All of us. Each and every one of us that are walking this path in our own ways, that have been walking this path together over these last 5 fucking years. For those of you that have been with me since the beginning, okay? We're breaking generational curses, and this is exactly what this is talking about. Okay? All right, we're getting into the tarot now because I want to talk more about this Jaguar energy. The fire is what you're bringing, I'm hearing, to the moon. So we're going to talk about Jaguar, and then we're going to talk about Sweat Lodge. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope this is helpful for you. I hope this is making sense. 3 more shuffles here. It's spilling out. That's Jaguar right there. 3 of Wands is your overall energy. Nope. Okay, this is why you're in this Magician energy here. The Magician has not come out to clarify Jaguar, but this is why you're in this manifestational energy, because you do have, first of all, you do have the balance between the masculine and feminine here. But in this situation, it's represented as the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. This is a good team. This is a good partnership. I'm feeling like this is the energy within you. This is a good team, even though they're not quite, I mean, yes, they're looking away from each other. Maybe I should. Oh, I would say, I get it. Okay, so what I'm hearing is they are looking away from each other, but they're seeing things from different perspectives. And they're combining their energies, all right? So this is the power, the spiritual, the fire, the creative energy in the Queen of Wands, and then the practical application of bringing it to life with the King of Pentacles, okay? And then combined, their powers combined, they become the Wonder Twins, right? Okay, now you have these King Queen energy with the 6 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. So determination, especially, you know, Jaguar is a very determined type of energy. Okay, so you are very determined to move things forward, to change the atmosphere is what I'm hearing. You're standing in your independence and you're determined to move forward towards something greater. This is your energy here, okay? 6 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Now with that, you have the Knight of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Cups. But then you also have the Ace of Pentacles here. So you are willing to move forward is what I'm hearing. You are willing to move forward. And some of you are, I feel like you are still kind of questioning whether you're still juggling the past. I'm also hearing you're still juggling your ego. If it is that you're still juggling the past, I feel like it's your ego. It's your ego that you're struggling with, okay? So some of you are juggling, still kind of juggling whether or not you should take this opportunity and run with it, Ace of Pentacles, or if you should still try and apply that to the past somehow. For others of you, I think you have already made this decision. But I want to get more on that aspect of it. Clarity is needed here. And I don't want to use the same deck. I want to go to a different deck. I did just see Let Go of Control issues at the bottom of the Romance Angels deck. Now, granted, that deck is face up. I left it there after one of the last times I used it, but my attention was taken there. Let Go of Control issues. See, because whatever it is I want to, whatever message is coming through for somebody here, your control issues, I really think, are the issue at this time right now, because you are in fact going somewhere. See, the High Priestess is at the bottom of this deck. This is the deck I want to use to clarify. You really need to trust your intuition. Your ego, I think, is causing someone here to hold on to some sort of painful tradition from the past. Maybe it's not necessarily painful. I am hearing painful, and I am hearing tradition. I'm getting a burn in the back of my neck right now. What is that? It could be some sort of pain that has become traditional. But the reason why I'm holding this 3 of Wands here is because you are going somewhere. And you know you're going somewhere. And yet for somebody here, you're struggling with letting go of the past. But I'm hearing the answer to that is your ego is causing you to struggle. I feel like, and then the High Priestess is here. I feel like you're struggling between your mind and your heart, maybe. I'm hearing that's battling your ego. Ah, okay. I want to talk about this Knight of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups here. for the collective. Oh, yes, that makes sense as to why it could be some sort of tradition. A painful family tradition, I feel like, but I think it's painful, not necessarily in nature, but maybe because of the circumstances of your family's situation. But it could very well be a tradition because of we're kind of talking about breaking ancestral curses here. So maybe I am hearing tradition, but it's not necessarily like one of the good traditions, something you think of when you hear tradition. It could very well be a traditional aspect or relationship dynamic in love and family. 9 of Cups, comfort zone. 2 of Cups, 9 of Cups, comfort zone. For somebody here, but you are breaking family traditions or ancestral curses of lacking in emotional maturity. And what this feels like here is certain individuals choosing not to go through the process of working towards emotional maturity. And that is a tradition that has been handed down for generations and generations and generations until it just became expected, if not even required. How toxic is that, right? Painful traditions, painful curses. Okay, 2 more shuffles then. Knight of Wands, 6 of Cups. No, you can't take them with you, honey. Girl, bro, if you want to have a healthy relationship, you cannot take the people that embody the toxicity with you into that relationship. No, honey, they can't have anything to do with it. They can't be anywhere near it. I'm not sitting here telling you that they are going to intentionally try to fuck it up, but their energy will just naturally fuck it up. Think about it. Think about it, bro. Sis, like, why do you think they can't have the type of relationship you are trying to have right now? Because they don't embody that energy. Last shuffle there. All right, Knight of Wands, two of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. What is this, Spirit? What is the hold up here? The Queen of Cups. Okay. Ooh. Justice in reverse. What is this Knight of... with the Fool? And one more. That's it. Okay. Overall energy is the Sun. And the first thing that I'm getting from this Sun energy here is wherever it is you're going, I mean, this is a bright opportunity here for you. And and I'm literally seeing you leap out of the darkness here. Now, maybe for some of you, this is a situation where it's like, well, what if I try leaping out of this darkness only to end up in another darkness or the same situation? Okay, I'm hearing that is what is going to be explained here. Okay, because what you have that's come out, you have 5 cards that's come out, 3 of them have come out face up. First one, as you know, is the Queen of Cups. Next is Justice in reverse. And then there's the Fool. Something about this Queen of Cups is taking me to like knowing how it is you feel. I'm hearing, shouldn't you know how it is you feel about this situation by now? So why are you causing injustice here? I feel like there's an injustice in terms of this Fool energy. Now, I stopped myself because what I was about to say was, why are you causing yourself an injustice by not taking this leap of faith? But the Fool isn't reversed. The Fool isn't reversed because the Fool is upright, because whatever leap of faith you are supposed to take, it's justified. You have Justice in reverse, but you also have the Sun here as the overall energy. And as I'm looking at this card, it just feels like this is a good opportunity. All right. Now you have 2 other cards that have come face down. Okay. Oh, it's your emotions. It's your emotional connection, your emotional ties to this situation that's causing the injustice in not taking a leap of faith forward. Maybe, potentially. Or For some of you, I actually want to say, are you taking a leap? Are you trying to take a leap too soon? Ooh, the plot thickens. Because look, the two cards that came out face down were the King of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. And the first thing I thought here was, is this actually gonna work? Or is this actually working? Be real with yourself. That's the first thing that hit me. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, that's the first thing that hit me. But that may just have been where my mind was, because that's the first thing that hit me. Maybe it's an aspect, maybe this King of Swords is asking you, or maybe asking this other person to say, hold on, can we actually work together here? Can we actually work this out? Now, you do have the Ace of Pentacles, and I'm not gonna lie, this Ace of Pentacles feels like it's something brand new. You know what? Take this as it resonates, you guys. I'm just the messenger. I'm not here to make any judgment calls, okay? I'm not. All I'm here to do is to read the energies for you and interpret them the best way that I can, usually through my own nuance and anecdotes, right? And help you receive the messages that you need to receive. And from there on forward, you make the decisions that you need to make based on the information you got here, right? Hopefully that's done with a level mind. Okay. I do not know all the answers. You could either be in a situation here where it's like you really need to be letting this situation go, moving on, setting yourself free, I'm hearing. But then you could be in a situation where it's like, maybe you're moving too fast. Maybe you're trying to move on too soon, too quickly. To answer this question for you, whether we're going to say this new opportunity here, this or whatever this Ace of Pentacles is here, whether it's a completely brand new opportunity, or it's an opportunity to change things in the current circumstances. Okay? The only thing that's going to give you an accurate representation of what that is for you is your heart. The Lovers is here. There is something about, because as I was talking through all that, I was seeing the deck split here, and so I'm curious. And you have the Six of Wands here, victory, then came the Lovers, then came the Eight of Wands. But see, underneath the Lovers is the Five of Wands, internal conflict. Look, I know the King of Swords here is asking you to be practical and maybe even patient with yourself here. I do want to assure you that there is victory coming regardless, no matter what, but you really have to listen. I want to say you have to listen to your intuition, but you have to be practical about it. You have to really, especially if this is some sort of relationship with someone else that is long-standing, you have to be able to look at the situation, not from here, the Queen of Cups, okay? Because we know how you feel about this situation, or we know how you feel about this person. Okay, so stop looking into this cup now, because you know how you feel. Now it's time to say, be practical. What do we do about that? If you really want to work this out with this person, you have got to look at that situation from utmost discernment and say to yourself, given the circumstances, given how I understand this situation as it stands to this day, after all that we've been through, can I really stand here and honestly say that I believe we are going to be able to work together to figure this out? Yes or no? It's not a well, but you know, it's no. Yes or no? That's what's holding someone back here. And if you're facing the potential of completely leaving this situation behind and taking a brand new leap of faith, honey, I can guarantee you it is going to be wherever it is you land is going to be so much better than where you are right now. Okay? I can guarantee that. Even if you end up alone with really no one around you. Why? You're always better off. If that's how you end up, you are always better off that way. Because anyone else that could have been around you in that potential moment is not going to be any good for you. Not to say that they're bad people. It could just be that you just need some time with yourself. Yeah. Alone. With your own feelings, with your own thoughts, with your own emotions, so you can start to understand who and what they are. So you can understand who and what you are. Then you'll be able to come back out into the world and present that. I hope this is landing somewhere, because from my point of view, this is all over the place. But I hope these messages are landing somewhere. But now I actually want to switch gears now. I want to switch gears and I want to talk about love. Specifically, even though we could have been talking about love there. Quite frankly, we absolutely could have, but that was a... But we also could have been talking about breaking this, whatever this familial, family, generational, ancestral curse energy is, right? Cool. Let us move on then. I'm going to start with the Romance Angels deck. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this is helpful. I really, truly hope this is helpful. This resonates for love? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just getting caught up on the chat because I wasn't seeing it as I was channeling all that. It wasn't really showing up. So I didn't see any of this. I'm sorry, you guys. My hair, oh my God, my hair. I need to shave anyway, so who cares? Who the fuck, see, and then the cards are like, Eric, shut up, you're good. 4 of Wands. Okay, fine. Yeah, Charlotte, that's been a huge cycle I've been breaking lately. And it's not like I stopped chasing after those energies a long time ago, but what I wasn't doing was stopping from allowing myself to still energetically connect with those energies or those individuals. Because yes, I may have stopped physically chasing them, but then it's like, thank you, you woman, you. But then it's like, well, but then I could still let the energy build and like the bond build and like maybe we'll just come together. No, it still drives me fucking insane. So no, I'm not even gonna allow that to, I'm not even gonna allow those connections to happen any longer. Especially when the person has told me one thing, that like their mouths told me one thing, their egos told me one thing, but their heart is telling me the exact opposite. Like, oh no, stay the fuck away from me. Sorry, that's my shadow coming through, my bad. Yikes. Okay, well, we are getting into love, aren't we? All right, let's do that. Let's shift these gears here. There's someone coming to you is the first thing I hear. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to mock you. Yes, you were. Stop lying. Okay, you're right. Thanks. Ah, I get myself into trouble all the time. My mouth gets me into trouble. That's the Aries aspect of me. You guys, I'm really starting to allow myself to try and resonate with my progressed chart. I'm not going to give you all the details, obviously, but like, evolution. I'm evolving. I'm a fucking Pokemon. Oh my God. Excuse me. Okay, let's get into these messages. Indeed, someone is coming towards you. That is coming from a male voice. The masculine is coming towards you. Things have changed drastically here in our side of the collective. And we are coming towards you wholeheartedly. Yeah, healing family issues just came out. Okay, so like the Divine Masculine Collective is reaching out? All right, cool. Last shuffle. The masculine, oh. You don't even really have to resonate as like a twin flame or anything. Even if you just resonate with our collective here, what I'm hearing is the masculine counterpart to our feminine collective. Whoa. Oh my God, okay. What's up? Retreat and release your ex. Yikes. Okay. Oh, religious factors. Okay. Okay. This is for the Divine Feminine Collective, or just the Feminine Collective. This is a message from the Masculine Collective. If you're looking for a spiritual kind of thing, if you're looking for a divine partner, a spiritual soulmate, a divine match, a perfect counterpart, if you've been working towards that specifically, also if you resonate with the twin flame journey, at this point in your journey, you are being asked to retreat. Because right now I'm hearing you're kind of keeping yourself in harm's way with some of the things that are going on here. You do have some sort of divine soulmate counterpart coming in for you. It's manifesting is what I'm hearing. Religious factors. All right. The many people that use this deck, that used to use this deck back in the day when I first started, we would call this our twin flame card, right? Okay. So religious factors. But what I'm getting is some of the ways that you are keeping yourself in harm's way, in which this divine masculine collective cannot reach you, is because you seem to be acting out in ways that are involved with, or that are related to some sort of X energy. Okay, so you're being asked to release your ex, release the energies of your ex that are causing you to act in these ways, and just retreat. Because your divine partner is coming into you. Okay? That's one message. Now, this could be a message for everybody, but that's one part of the message. There's another part of the message here. 3 more cards. You have keep an open mind, you deserve love, and getting to know each other. So this absolutely could be for individuals that know each other already, maybe even know of each other already. You may not be actually speaking to this person. You may just be observing each other, watching each other online through social media, whether you are both public figures, or one of you is a public figure, like you're a tarot reader or something like that, or you're a musician, or you're an artist, or you're just a content or whatever, or you both just follow each other on Instagram. You know what I mean? You don't have to be public figures for this to apply to you, okay? I'm getting very specifically, this is a message from the masculine collective to all of us. You do deserve love. And I feel like this is the masculine collective acknowledging that. And through this energy, actually, I do feel like the masculine collective is whomever it is you are connecting with energetically in the 5D, that is allowing you to bring this manifest this relationship into the 3D, that whatever it is you're manifesting, this individual is spiritually aware and very emotionally mature, and is trying to be respectful of you and of your time and of your space. So if this is a situation in which you are either one of you, maybe both of you know of each other, or only one of you knows of each other, I'm not getting a creepy vibe from that at all. I'm not getting a creepy stalker vibe, okay? But whatever, regardless, the masculine here, I feel like they are saying there is a message here of, we know that you deserve love and we are respectful of that. And we would be honored to give that to you, but we want to give it to you in respectful ways. I mean, this is straight up like true, strong, positive, whole, healed, masculine energy coming through right now, okay? So yes. Now you do have getting to know each other here. I'm trying to be a little more practical than this, but I do feel like part of the message is spiritually, on a spiritual level, on an energetic level, you guys are getting to know each other. Maybe this is happening in the ethers. Maybe this is happening in the 5D. Maybe this is happening in your dreams or in your dream space. Maybe you are actually astral traveling and are aware of it. Maybe you're not necessarily aware of it. There could be an energy. Yeah, all right. I'm not trying to get too woo-woo about it, but you know, in our spiritual practices here, if we're being practical, then this actually makes sense. Because if you are, in your waking life, are working on spiritually manifesting a divine partnership, and you're doing all the work in your waking life to do whatever it is you need to do to heal. You're following into your intuition, you're following your guidance, you're following your ancestors, you're following God, source, creator, whatever, and you're doing all that work, even if you're not consciously aware of the physical being that will ultimately end up connecting with you when you're ready, when you're both ready. The work that you're doing in this physical realm translates spiritually. So you may not be conscious of it, and for a very good reason, to be honest, given the circumstances. You may not be conscious of it, but your soul and the soul of the individual that you're ultimately going to be with could be meeting each other, could be working things out, could be getting to know each other to help build and construct the circumstances that ultimately bring you two together. I mean, if we're being illogical, practical about it, right? So getting to know each other, yeah, that could be part of the message here too. Makes perfect sense. Okay. Cool. I want to get into some tarot now, and obviously what we're going to be talking about here is retreat and release your ex. Obvi. All right. Okay. So the Chariot's at the bottom of this deck. I love that. Divine alignment, moving forward. Strength, determination. I mean, like, feminine, you're real strong right now. You're real fucking strong. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Y'all remember when the feminine said, like about 2 years ago, I want to say, at this point, because I think I was in the very beginnings of it when I moved here. No, 3 years ago, I want to say. When the feminine said, you know, fuck this, I am out of here. She turned her back and she said, I'm leaving and I'm never coming back. And then she followed through. That is like one of the best things she or we could have done in this situation, because it got us out of that toxic mess. That shit wasn't going to go anywhere. It was just going to stay the cesspool that it ultimately had always been. Ain't nothing going to change that, other than the individuals that made it that way themselves. And that was not necessarily you. Now, to be honest with you, you did your part in transmuting that energy by pulling yourself out of it, because yes, the feminine did have her hands in creating that cesspool as well. But said cesspool does clean itself out ultimately as the beings more and more do their work and exit and exit and exit. Before you know it, it's clean as fresh water. But everybody's got to do their work, right? So, okay, feminine, you did your work. But let me tell you something. That retreat was great. Because now it's putting you in, it's giving you the opportunity to do the healing work. See, the Chariot is still at the bottom of the deck. It's giving you the opportunity to do the healing work you needed to do to be connected to a real, true, divine partner. It doesn't matter who it is physically, as long as they are embodying the correct vibration, as long as they are on this, not the same path as you, but are walking a similar spiritual path, are walking their spiritual path alongside you walking your spiritual path. It could be anybody, guys. Hey, Ethereal Royalty. I'm sorry, I'm just now catching up with the chat. Okay, 2 more shuffles here, and then we're gonna talk about release your ex first. It's time. The time has come to clear your energy. Release your ex, please. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, so I'm pulling Release Your Ex from this deck, which is the Crystal Visions. Okay, and as I'm doing that, my hand hits this other deck that I was using here, and a bunch of cards come out, and I hear take it. And I'm like, but they're just take it. Okay. And the main reason why I took it is because one of the cards that came out in this other deck here came out here. The 4 of Cups. Now, with the original deck that we're clarifying with, we have the 4 of Cups with the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. 4 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 9 of Swords. And the first thing generically with the Four of Cups, it's like, I'm hearing missing an opportunity, choosing not to see something, doubt, fear, choosing hesitation. I don't wanna, right? Kind of crying over spilt milk a little bit, but that's more of the Five of Cups energy. Okay, and what I initially get here is you don't want, I mean, this shit is deceptive. Seven of Swords, and yet you don't want to release it. For fear of what? I mean, this is why I'm saying for some of you, maybe this was in the beginning read. Yeah, it was the beginning part of it. Oh, I said, wherever it is you're going, if you're leaving something behind, if this is a relationship, wherever it is you're going, I promise you it's going to be better than where you are now. Why? Because it's fucking deceptive. Seven of Swords. It's painful. Even if it's not necessarily, I don't know, it's just, it's painful. Why wouldn't you want to let go of that? But then when you get into this deck specifically, I really like the way the Four of Cups is depicted in this deck because she's actually looking into the cup. And that's the only cup that has anything in it. The other three cups are empty. She's looking into that cup of love. She's looking into that cup of herself. So maybe you should be looking into that. You should be, instead of saying to yourself, I'm afraid of letting this go, for fear of what is what I'm hearing in response to that. 555 on the counter. Like literally, for fear of what? The pain of losing, the pain of letting go. The devil you know can be comfortable. That is right. Wow, Genie, I like that. Now, Liz, the fact that you mentioned that is interesting because the last live reading I did over on Instagram was about letting go of the devil you know, and then I put that over here. Now, here we go. There's more. There's more to this message because look, all these other cards came out here from this other deck, and it starts with the Four of Cups. All right, so we're talking about the devil you know here. Okay. Four of Cups. Eight of Cups. The Magician. Strength. Okay. Eight of Swords. Okay. King of Pentacles. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. We are talking about a manipulative person here. Show is. Most likely masculine, or at least dominant in nature. Very materially wealthy, potentially. What I want to say is about this King of Pentacles here is he or she has something on you, has something over you, has collateral over you, has a hold on you somehow. But see, what this Ace of Swords is saying here is you know this. You know exactly why it is you are quote unquote trapped here. See, but that is a double-edged sword, isn't it? And what I'm hearing is knowledge is power. So if you know why you're trapped here, then don't you also know, or can't you at least figure out how to get yourself out? Confirmation. That's a phone call. You know, the devil you know may be harder, maybe a challenge, may be difficult to get away from, but the devil you know may be easier to get away from as well, depending on how you look at it. You know the toxic circumstances that put you there. You know, or at least at this point with this Ace of Swords here, you are starting to realize, you are starting to understand how you get into these situations and circumstances. Like I just recently cycled through something that has been a recurring theme throughout my whole entire life. And this time, while yes, I lashed out at people, while this time though, my focus was not necessarily on them. My focus was on me. Why am I here again? What is creating this again? And I'm starting to figure it out. And as I'm starting to figure out what is creating it, I'm also starting to figure out how to defend myself against it, how to keep it from happening again. And for me, for the most part, is making sure I keep certain toxic energies away from me. And that doesn't mean I'm doing anything physical, like I'm not getting into altercations to keep people away from me. No, that means I'm doing what it is I need to do to, number one, keep myself grounded in said situations, but also to, number two, to avoid those situations altogether. I don't even want to be in them. I don't want to be associated. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to try and get in there and try and sprinkle some light and some fairy dust. No, fuck that. I ain't going near it. I ain't touching it with a 68 million foot pole. Oh, just ain't doing it. Just ain't doing it. Yeah, Venus is about to go retrograde. She just entered into Leo a few days ago. But yeah, she's about to go retro. Well, that's not true. She's not going retrograde until September. Is it? I mean, that's only, what, it's now June, August, September. That's only 2 months away, but not even. It's like a month and a half. No, like less than a month and a half. All right. Okay. So yeah, it is pretty soon. Wow. Anyway, you guys. Oh, and then overall energy at the bottom of the deck of the original deck of the Crystal Visions deck is the Ace of Pentacles again. Remember that Ace of Pentacles came out in the first half of the reading. There's a new opportunity here, but you gotta release this X. For some of you, how it is you're needing to release this X is an idea of a manifestation. So it's not necessarily the individual that you are needing to release. It is the archetype that you're needing to release. The idea, the ideal structure. That's what's tripping you up. And you have the Magician here with strength. This is potentially pretty toxic, okay? Potentially pretty toxic, right? But what I'm feeling here for some of you is, if this is really like an archetype, I'm hearing the strength. The strength with which this belief is held, or this certain picture of a type of man or a type of woman, or like their physical status, or this idea of that is so strong, but it is absolutely wrong for you. Or at the very least, maybe we could say at this point, it's not giving you the results you were asking for, so maybe it's time to change the way you think about it. I don't know, that's for somebody here. Okay, release your ex, right? And then last, let's talk about retreat. What are we retreating from, Spirit? What is retreat? Damn, y'all. Can't make this stuff up. We've got the Eight of Swords again. A mindset. Something about this ex, or these toxic circumstances, or these toxic situations, or these ex situations. Yes, something about these ex situations, whether it's a specific person, or the circumstances involved with a specific person, or the circumstances involved with multiple people. Something has got you all twisted up and in the wrong alignment. Eight of Swords, Queen of Wands reversed. In some cases, what I want to say is, if this resonates for you, I'm going to say it because it came to mind. You, for somebody here, are actually embodying that toxic Jezebel energy. If that resonates with you, I'm not biblical like that. I'm not religious like that. I don't read the Bible. I never have. However, I've heard certain readers speak in that way, in that manner, that believe that, and that came to mind. So if it resonates for somebody here, take it. And I heard run with it. Self-image, okay. It's sex, yeah, okay. All right. But if it's not that, it's just you retaliating. It's like it's like you're trying to, somebody here is like trying to retaliate, get back at others who've hurt you by responding or reacting or presenting yourself in certain ways. And that is the type of toxic energy that is keeping you connected. I'm seeing the devil in my head now. I have a few more cards to look at, but that is the type of energy that is keeping you disconnected from allowing this connection to come in. That's really what the message is here, okay? We're just trying to get a little bit more clarity for people. Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. See, this is not saying anything that I didn't already say, okay? But it's just confirming it in the cards. You have again, well, I didn't say this yet, but you have the overall energy of the Knight of Cups. This is you. And unfortunately, in this situation, this is representing lacking in emotional or less than emotional maturity. It's not that you don't have it. You do have it, or you do have the potential to reach it, because I'm seeing you would, if you're not here, traditionally or normally, you would be in the King of Cups, who is very emotionally responsible. This Knight of Cups doesn't have the capacity for that yet. At least, not to say that he's really all that, like, he can be manipulative. He can be that type of individual that's all out there willy-nilly just throwing his heart and emotions around and breaking other people's hearts left and right, and could be completely oblivious to it. Some toxic individuals are fully aware of it. Some toxic individuals in this Knight of Cups energy seek it because it fills their cup somehow, okay? But not to say that he's not all bad, but he's definitely not the king. So because this energy, this individual is standing in the Knight of Cups versus the King of Cups, there's more potential for toxic situations, okay? Toxic outcomes, toxic circumstances, right? You have the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Wands in reverse. With that, following that, you do have the Star, which is upright, which is a good thing because, yeah, see, Ace of Swords wanted to come with that too. This is a good thing because you are still hopeful, you are still wishful, you are still out there trying to make your dreams come true. And I do want to say, in most cases, if not all, you know what it is you want. You know what it is you're asking for. And yet, you are here. Eight of Swords, upright. Queen of Wands, reversed. Ace of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, reversed. First of all, your approach is all wrong. Ace of Wands, reversed. Second of all, not only is your approach all wrong, but you're still trying to take the steps to flesh out that approach that's all wrong to begin with. All because you're carrying the burdens of the toxicity from the past. Ten of Wands reversed. Okay? Release this. Let this go. Do whatever it is you need to do to stand up and be in the King of Wands. I'm sorry, King of Cups energy. Not the Knight of Cups energy. Okay? What's underneath this? The Six of Pentacles. Shit. To the ooh. See? Damn. Damn, there's the devil. Look, Knight of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Underneath that is the Six of Pentacles, to the unknown, to judgment. Now, this is giving me an energy of kind of Einstein's definition of reality, of doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different result. It's like you're entering into these situations naively. And I think you know you're being naive. Going into there hoping, and this is like, as a gay man, okay, as a gay man, I'm going to use this analogy. And my fellow LGBTQers out there, you will fully get it. And some of my allies will probably get it too. And I'm not saying this is absolutely impossible, but this is like breaking up or leaving someone, going out, leaving a toxic situation as a gay man, and then jumping on Grindr expecting to find the love of my life. No, honey. I'm going to find some real good ass, but the chances of me finding the love of my life there are slim to none. As a King of Cups, I know exactly what it is that I'm getting into by stepping into that arena. Okay? I know, as a King of Cups, I know that if I really want to find a true soulmate, I'm going to have to work with the universe for that. That's what I'm getting with this Knight of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and then the unknown. It's like, and the unknown is a specific card in this deck here, okay? It's a unique card to this deck. It's all about mystery, right? And what this is translating into me, it's like the unknown. You're going in here thinking your chances aren't good. Not saying it absolutely can't happen, but you kind of, then here's where judgment comes in. Kind of setting yourself up for failure here, buddy. Right? Or at least for potentially setting yourself up to get your heart broken again. And we don't want to do that, right? No. So then underneath judgment, here comes the Queen of Pentacles to the Devil to the Fool. Standing up for yourself, Queen of Pentacles, standing up for yourself, saying no to the devil, and choosing to take a leap of faith. Okay, the Fool to the Two of Wands, and then you have the Page of Pentacles. And then you have the Page of Pentacles to the Empress to the Page of Pentacles to the Empress to the Six of Wands, and then the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. I'm gonna stop there. And the Ten of Cups. Okay, see, all my tarot readers, you know what I'm saying with these cards here, but I'm really not trying to, I'm not even trying to interpret that because I'm getting burnt out now. Anyway, I hope this landed. I truly hope this landed. I love you guys so very much. I hope this was helpful for you. I am still available for private readings if you guys are interested. But I highly recommend, if you're looking for more content, and if you're in Ophiucan, check out my new Ophiucus channel. Hello, beautiful awakened soul. Check out my Ophiucus channel. The link to that can be found in the description box below. But I also highly recommend you guys check out Patreon if you're not there already. We have a really, I smell burning hair. We have a really, or something burning. We have a really great community there. Yeah. Excellent, Liz. I'm so glad. I love you all so very much. I'm so glad we got to have this time. We haven't been here in a while. It's been a minute. Anyway. Excellent. You're welcome, Yanni. I'm so good to see you. Oh, 2 Yannis. Ayana. You're burning sage. I should burn some sage. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. 111. Oh my God. 111-1 on that. That was an 11-11 right there. It's Pride weekend here in Puerto Rico and also in New York. Well, actually, I'm sorry. It's Pride month, but in Rincon, we're having our festival and parade tomorrow. So we about to be lit, y'all. It's gonna be a great weekend. And I took Saturday off, so I am so ready. I love you guys. Happy Pride. Happy Pride month. I tend not to say too much about that. It's more of a private thing for me, but I wish you all a happy Pride month, to all my LGBTQers out there and to all my allies, our allies out there. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your love and support. And honestly, if I had to be on any team on this planet, I would always much rather be on the LGBTQ plus whatever team. That's all I'm gonna say. I love you guys. Mwah! Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye.